The Terror Drome is almost ready to be attacked. We need these Firebats going. Okay, pal, before you launch, have you made sure that your life insurance is all paid? Also, don't forget to tuck your dog tags into your underwear so we can identify the body. Hello everybody, Sparkster1701 here, and today we're taking a look at another creation of mine, well, partially. This is the Cobra Firebat. Now I say it's partially my creation because what I did was I bought a set of instructions for Hasbro's Kreon line that featured the Wolverine and the Firebat. I used their instructions to make a Lego version. Now there is some slight change to some of the parts on it. Plus I also added the bomb. I also added the two bombs on the end of the wings, whereas Hasbro's did not have them. Now, a little bit of background on the Firebat. The Firebat was first released in 1986. It was sold with the Terror Drome, as the Terror Drome had a central launching pad that would allow you to store this in vertical, since that's how Firebats take off and land apparently, except the ones in the cartoon. But you could fold in the wings and it would sit inside the center tube, and then you could slide a lever. It would lower the blast doors and raise this up, and then you just pulled it out, unfolded the wings, and off it went. Now it is said that the Firebat is a very finicky and very fast attack craft, so I like to think of it as an interceptor craft since it can be launched relatively quickly. But the Firebat also lacks a lot of the pilot assisted things such as a compass and other navigational aids. So it's very sparse and Spartan in there, kind of almost like the TIE Fighters from Star Wars. Or at least how the TIE Fighters were in Star Wars before Disney bought it. But apparently, despite the danger, because you have very little in instrumentation in there, and this thing goes a lot faster than what most would expect, Cobra doesn't seem to have too much trouble finding new people to pilot it, because everybody wants to have a ride in the pocket rocket, as they call it. And of course, the figure inside it is an AVAC, or Air Viper Advanced Class. This is a Kreon-made figure. And he was also the figure that came with the Terror Drome, so that he could pilot the Firebat. And as you can see, he's got his gun in there, so he's ready to do anything that's necessary. And we'll just put the dome back on there for him. Stand it upright for you for a little bit so you can see it at that view. Now basically all it has for instrumentation would be there'd be a heads-up display here on the windscreen, so you'd have to get used to that. But on the bottom, the thing would normally have 25mm twin coaxial firing cannons. Well, the Kreon version didn't have them. I didn't put it on mine, so that way it allows it to set on a surface like that, so that helps it a little bit. Now the thing is supposedly equipped with air-to-surface Condor bombs and high-drag MK-38 Snake Eye guidance bombs, so it has a lot of bombs on it. Which is probably for the best, because this thing isn't going to last too long in a dogfight. Especially if all it's got going for it is high speed. Now, when the Firebat would be discontinued in 1988, when the Terror Drome was taken off of the market, the Firebat would become a mail-away toy. But some of those toys would be recolored. Instead of coming in the dark red, almost maroon colored red like this one is, they would be released in red. And thankfully, LEGO also made the exact same parts in red. So, for those of you who are fans of the mail-away version, here you go. I can make that one too. In fact, we have. And of course, as you noticed earlier, the wings do fold up so it would fit inside the Terror Drome. In fact, since I built this from the designs from their Firebat, and their Firebat was made to work with the Kreon Terror Drome, mine should just as easily fit in the Terror Drome. Unfortunately, at present, I don't have a Terror Drome to be able to find out if it's true or not, but if I can find one reasonable, we may experiment and see if it does work. But then again, if I could find it, or even a set of instructions, I may just build my own. Don't put nothing past me on that, folks. Okay. And then now it's time, if you're here on the Convergence, for our buddy Larry to announce all the other participants this week. Okay, boss. Sharing the day with us, we have Cujo and Chaplain's Assistance Motor Pool. Tomorrow, on the 22nd, we have A Punk with Toys and Toy Domination. On Tuesday, the 23rd, we have G.I. Joe New News Review by David T. Allen and the Yorktown Joe. On Wednesday, the 24th, we have Codename New 2 Vero 2 and the Joe on Joe podcast. On Thursday, the 25th, we have Jay Bartlett and Mark II Toys. On Friday the 26th, Ratface44 Reviews and the Skull Reviews will be posting their content. Then finally on Saturday, we have Mr. 10XIII and From the Hilt. Look forward to their content. Thank you, Larry. And that concludes our review of a Lego-built Firebat. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please do remember that if you love the content we feature on our channel, I would appreciate a like, a share, and a comment. And please do subscribe so you don't miss any more of our Lego-built content. Until next time, this is Sparkster1701 saying, Cobra!